Hi there, welcome back. So today I wanted to read a couple of these beautiful little meditations from Easy Mind, Easy Life. For some reason I was drawn to page 85. We're on the subject of love, but I just loved this one today. Just for today, I am not right. Just for today, I am not wrong. I am not good and I am not bad. Just for today, I am not guilty and I am not ashamed. Just for today, I simply am. I just am. I am. So that's page 85. They're beautiful little meditations, for the day. You start off with them and you let that sink in. Just for today, I am not right. Just for today, I'm not wrong. I'm not good, I'm not bad. Just for today, I'm not guilty and I'm not ashamed. Just for today, I am. And the other page, because we've been talking about love so much, and I'd remembered this gorgeous meditation came to me one day from my beautiful team. Page 8. Dear heart, what is love? What a great question, little love. Love is the reason you are here. You were born from love. You were born to love. When you die, it's love that you return to. So now we're on page 8. Dear heart, what is love? What a great question, little love. Love is the reason you're here. You were born from love. You were born to love. And when you die, it is to love that you return. Love is the greatest power in the universe. You can feel love for this beautiful earth that has been given to you. You can feel love for another human being. Love the moon, the stars, and the magnificent sunshine. It's all there for you. Love your cat, your dog, and your next door neighbor. You have a bottomless well full of love within you. It never runs out. So don't be afraid to love. Tomorrow this well will be full again. And the magical thing about love is that one love does not take away from another. You can love your mother and father, your brothers and sisters. You can love your partner, your child, your pets, and your garden. And your heart is still full of love. It never ends. So love it all. It has all been given to you so that you may know who you are. You are love. I'd forgotten how beautiful that one was. You are love. This is who you are at your core. It's just that to have this beautiful human experience, we forget that this is who we are. But the truth about love and about anything in life is that what you are giving out energetically, what you are expressing, is what you are attracting back. So if you are expressing fear, thoughts of fear, words of fear, your vibration is filled with fear. You are attracting more of this into your life, more things to be fearful of, to be afraid of, because this is your vibration. But when you choose to be the love that you are, and in every moment you choose love, what would love do here? What would love say here? And where there is love, there is no judgment. There cannot be judgment. Because if we are judging it, that it's wrong, that it's bad, then we're not loving it. We're looking at it through the eyes of the ego when we judge that something is wrong, when we judge that something is bad. We cannot love and judge at the same time. It's one or the other. It's like being in the dark. You can't be in the dark and in the light at the same time. You're in one or the other. You can't be happy and sad at the same time. Yes, you can cry happy tears, but you're still happy. Although it's a mixed emotion, because I'm thinking, you could be at a funeral and you are sad, you're grieving that you've lost that person, but then you go through memories, happy memories, and you remember that person. Sometimes they can be a little bit mixed. But where one stands, because it's a place of duality where we are, where one stands, that is the one you are choosing predominantly in that moment. That is what you are attracting to you. So know in your heart that if you are judging it, even if you're judging that it's great, that it's good, that it's wonderful, it's still a judgment. It's not accepting it through loving eyes as it is, without it needing to change. If you are looking at it and you're thinking it needs to change for it to be perfect, that's not love. That's judgment. Even if it's a good thing, but you want it to be different, it's not love, it's still a judgment. So, my beautiful beings, loving is accepting things as they are. Just loving it as it is. Not how you need it to be, not how you want it to be. It's just accepting this is how it is and being able to love it as it is. And this goes for everything, your partner, your children, your parents. Loving things as they are, not the way you need them to be, but how they are. Accepting that they each have their own experiences that they came to have. They each have a soul, and their souls are all here to have particular experiences. And they may not be aligned with your experience. And I speak from experience because my path is definitely not aligned to my parents or my sister. But they've made my path. Without them, I wouldn't be here. I love them completely, and I love their experience, their path. And I know it's perfect for them. It's what they came to experience. And my path isn't better or worse. It's just my path. Always remember that. Your path is never less than another person's path just because they look more successful or they look happier or they look however they look. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Maybe you didn't come this lifetime to be happy. You came here to be lonely. You came here to know what it is to feel that emptiness when you feel alone in the world, that sadness. Perhaps that's the experience you came to have. And if that's what your soul wanted to experience, then you're right on track. It's perfect for you. Perfect. Don't judge it, just feel it. What does it feel like? What is it to feel so alone? What is it to wake up one day crying and not be able to stop for 1.5 years? What does that feel like within you? Last night, I've been running fevers the last few nights because of the procedure I had done where I had the lumps removed. My body's obviously healing in its own way. And it felt like my bones were on fire, And I'm lying in bed and I was just feeling it completely, with curiosity, not judging this is bad or this is wrong. Or, at one point I thought, well, they said if I'm running fevers, maybe I should be going back to the hospital. But instead of that, I just sat there and I thought, wow, how does this feel, this discomfort that I'm feeling in my body? I just sat with it completely. And I was completely covered in sweat. I was so wet by the end of it, dripping everywhere. But I stayed with the experience rather than judging or, letting my mind take over. I was like, wow, And life can be like that with everything that we're doing, everything. If you're feeling within yourself, this is another thing too. How do we move into other experiences? If this is what we're meant to be feeling, this misery, and this is what we're meant to be staying in, then what's the point? Why do people change from that? And that's a very easy question. Why do you ever stop doing something in this lifetime? Say smoking. Say you've been a smoker for 40 years. Why would a smoker ever stop smoking? Why would an alcoholic ever stop drinking? Why would a miserable person ever stop being miserable? It's a very easy answer. I'm just waiting to see if you've got it yet. Because you're done with that experience. The smoker that one morning wakes up and looks at their packet of cigarettes and picks it up and throws it in the bin. And that's the last one. That's it. I've seen it. I've seen it being done. I thought I was going to be, growing old, and my husband was still going to be smoking, and my mother-in-law was still going to be smoking. They were big smokers in the day. But one day, both of them, for whatever reason, got up one day, grabbed that last packet, threw it in the bin, and that was it. Done. I have cousins as well that were big smokers back in the day. And again, I thought they were going to be smoking well into their 80s and 90s or however old they were going to get. And yet some of them haven't had a cigarette in like 30 years. Oh, hang on, it can't be 30 years. I'm trying to think. At least 20. Sorry, at least 20. Because they started quite young. They started in their teens. A lot of the people I know started in their teens, early teens. My dad was smoking when he was 12. But by the time I was born, I was 25. He had stopped. Yeah, he was 25, sorry. When I was born, he stopped smoking for my mum because she was like, she couldn't stand the smell of it. But yeah, a lot of them, because they started so young, 13, 14, 15, that sort of age. By the time they get to 50, you are looking at about, almost 40 years of smoking. So I wasn't too far off, actually. Could have been close to 30. So, yeah, it is possible, but it only happens when we are done with the experience. We're done. We know how it feels. We know how it makes us feel. We know all the thought process that goes through our head, the shame, the guilt, the whatever else is going on inside of you as you do that every time. And you're done. You don't need to do that anymore. And that goes for every experience, every single one. When you are done with it, you know within yourself, I'm done. I can walk away from this now. For such a long time, I tried to move forward. I tried to move forward financially, always to find myself in the same position of being in debt, being stuck, not moving forward, always being behind with the bills, no matter what I did. I tried to do so many different jobs. At one point, I was a gym instructor, because I thought, if I become a personal trainer, there's all this hype about if you become a personal trainer, you're going to make all this money. And when I was finally in it, I realized, they're only making the same money that I make with my piano lessons. So what's the point? I guess the point is I could be doing it throughout the day, whereas the piano lessons were after school, after 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in Australia. All the kids are at school till 3. So yes, there was that. But to stay as a personal trainer, you have to keep doing all these courses. You have to stay up to date. There's a point system or something that was in place when I did it. I don't know if it's still there. That you had to accrue or accumulate a certain amount of points to keep your certificate valid, I guess, to keep doing the personal training. So, you know, courses cost money. So I thought, well, hang on, with piano, I don't have to keep doing. I mean, I was doing courses to improve, but it wasn't something that I had to do to keep doing that job. But for gym, you do. You have to keep up to date with all the latest. So I thought, oh, with that, I'm obligated to do all of this, spend all this money to keep this, you know. So I wasn't ready to shift out of that yet. That experience of being in debt, of that financial burden that was on my shoulders, that was serving my experience. It was making me feel powerless. I was giving my power over to money, not learning how to manage it, not learning how to handle it. The moment I went to see a financial advisor when my daughter was about 4 years old, 4, 5, I think she was about 4. The moment I stepped in and he talked me through all of our budget, and I was sitting there and he was showing me, and all of a sudden it was like so clear to me. It was so easy. And I was like, why didn't I do this before? Because the experience was serving me. Learning how to do it meant that I could take my power back now with finances, with money. It no longer had power over me. I had to make that choice. So, my beautiful beings, the things that are in place in your life right now are serving you. They're serving your experience. When you are done with it, you've had enough. That's it. You're done. You know through and through what this experience is. It's like Neo in the Matrix. Neo, you know where that road leads. You've been down that road so many times. It's the same thing. You already know what all of that leads to. You've done it so many times. And you are done. And when you are done with the misery, with the feeling alone, with all of that, you can make a different choice. What do you want to step into? Your heart is there to be used. That's why so many people have heart problems, heart disease. They're not using it the way it was intended to be used. The heart is there to love. It doesn't care if the other person doesn't love back. And if you do not understand this concept, observe the dog. The dog will love you no matter what. It will love you whether you love it back. It will love you whether you ignore it for days. It will love you even if you don't feed it for days. It will love you because it knows that this is what I am. This is what I'm here for. I am here to be the love so strongly that it reminds these beings that this is what they are too. It is never about the other person loving you back. It doesn't matter. If they love you back or not, it doesn't matter. But you have this heart and it yearns to love. It's all it wants to do. Like your legs, if you are healthy, your legs, they want to walk, they want to run, they want to swim, they want to move. Look at all the moving body parts that you have, even just in your hands. Look at all the moving body parts. You think these were created for us to not move them at all? Think about it. The body was made to move for those of us that can move it. So move it. But the heart was made to love. It doesn't want to do anything else. It doesn't care about rejection. That's the ego. That's the separate I. The heart doesn't care. It just wants to love. And when it doesn't love, it's not being used. Just like the body. If you don't move the body, everything starts to get stiff. The heart's the same. It wants to love. It doesn't care. I promise you, it doesn't care if you're loved back or not. The heart just wants to love. And we each have one. So when you are ready, my beautiful friends, and you are done with the experience of rejection, and you are done with the experience of I'm all alone, I'm lonely. We're lonely because we're not using the most important organ in our bodies, our heart. And I remember a beautiful quote that I'd put together for Easy Mind, Easy Life many years ago. To die of a broken heart is to have not loved the person that mattered the most. And then in the bottom, there's a huge you. You didn't love you. All right, my beautiful beings. So start there, perhaps. Start there. Start with yourself. What can you love about yourself today? Pick one thing to shift out of all the judgments, all the things that are wrong, that are bad, that are negative. What's one thing I can love about myself today? Love. Start using that beautiful heart. Love the flowers in your garden. They bloom for you. Love the beautiful sun that comes up in the sky every day. It rises and sets for you every day. All of these miracles are happening every day, waiting for you to notice them and give your love for them. All right, my beautiful beings, I love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages, and share these beautiful, beautiful videos. Remember, there's a beautiful weekly newsletter you can sign up to. It's in this description below. Every new idea that we come up with comes out in that weekly newsletter, and it's free. Doesn't cost you anything to sign up. All right, my beautiful beings, bye for now.